Someone just sent me a message, and they were talking about abuse. It's more than one source of abuse. There's physical abuse, and you got emotional abuse. Physical abuse is when somebody is physically putting their hands on you, and then you have emotional abuse as well. Emotional abuse sometimes can be worse than physical abuse. But for me as a female, I always say the old me, I go toe to toe with a guy. But now I don't have time for that. If you want to set up and be hitting and fighting and punch, I always tell a guy, I don't feel like that you a man. Anytime a man likes to put his hand on a female, then that means you a punk. I would like to see you go toe to toe with a guy. Let's see that punching bag that you trying to make me or even another female. Why don't you use that same fist that you trying to ball up and hit a female? Why don't you use that fist to hit a man? You never see them. They're cowards, and I'm getting a lot of requests from women that are talking about the physical abuse. They're cowards, ladies. It's not you. They are a coward. Any man who can ball up his fist or hit a female, they be like, "Well, she hit me." Okay, even if a female hit you, you a man. Walk away. Anytime a man can disrespect you, calling you out your name and disrespecting you, they have no respect for they mama or nobody else. And then too, you gotta watch how a man treat his mother. I learned that. If a man treat his mother bad, that means he ain't gonna treat you like nothing. My thing now is to observe a man relationship with his mother, and you can see what type of dude he really is for real. Observe his relationship with his mother, and that'll tell you everything. And then, like I said, ladies, walk away, because you nobody's punching bag. And I say that to anybody. Anytime a man could, that same fist that you ball up at a woman, go ball it up at a dude. You be so quick to raise your hand to a woman, but when a guy comes, I'm finna go get a weapon. I'm finna go get a gun. Why can't you use that same fist that you balling up, or that same hand that you using to hit a woman? Why don't you use that for that man? Or every time a female talks to you, she can't say anything without you cursing her out or being disrespectful to her. Every time she talking, you angry. You want to curse. You're mad. What you mad for? Why? You got so much anger and so much hatred. I gotta curse her out. I gotta hit her. Go that same, or why don't you just go get you a membership to the gym and use one of them puncher bags and get all that frustration and anger out? No, women, you are not nobody's punching bag. I'm sorry, you're not. So I just wanted to come on and talk about that. I'm getting a lot of requests, like, if you read my first book, once again, Mother's Diary, you'll hear some of the stories that I went through, and I had to say enough for myself, not just for me, but once I had my child, I'm like, no, that was enough for me. And any man who could put his hands on you, and especially if you have kids by him, that he putting his hands on you in front of his kids and all that, he's not a man. Any man who want to even try to strike up at you, don't walk away, because it ain't just gonna be a one-time thing. It's gonna keep happening over and over again until one day one of your family members get a call and say that they found you buried. I thank God I heard that story. I was like, man, that could have been me. I heard this woman guy say her was telling me about some of her family and friends, and she was like, they found her, and I'm like, ooh, that could have been me. God is good. The signs are there that somebody is crazy. Walk away. For me now, I don't argue with you. I tell the guy, look, I ain't got time. I'm a woman. I'm not finna fight you. I'm not built for that or anything like that. I'm not built to go toe to toe with a guy. I'm not trying to do it. I'd rather just walk away. Seriously. But if you come for me and I gotta pick up something, yeah. But far as trying to fight and all that, I'll tell any woman, if you listen to the story, walk away. Like I said, it took time for me to walk away from the situation, but I thank God for keeping me and keeping me covered and protected. But I just came on today. A lot of women were coming to me, talking to me about abuse, and I'm like, I'm on my second book now. My second book is mostly a lot. It's a more of an emotional abuse. It's a lot of emotional abuse. Like I said, emotional abuse can be worse than physical abuse sometimes as well. But if you got a guy that's constantly threatening you, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, believe him. Believe what he say. If a guy constantly say, I'm gonna hurt you, I'm gonna do, Believe what he say and walk away. Don't even try to argue with him. Don't try to go toe to toe with him. Walk away. Like I said, but my second book, I'm gonna time in a little bit about physical abuse a little bit more. But I really appreciate all the requests and all the inboxes I'm getting from ladies about emotional abuse. That's bad. And physical abuse. Emotional abuse is no joke either. Somebody putting you down, talking about you, talking about your weight, talking about your skin complexion, talking about your hair. I mean, it's all type of emotional abuse. You know, you can't cook, you can't do this, you can't do that. What you worth, what you do. That's emotional abuse. You know, that's emotional abuse, and you don't deserve that, because emotional abuse, that's stress too. You could be stressed out. That's emotional abuse. Sometimes that's worse than physical abuse. I'm not trying to compare the two, because I've been in both situations, but somebody constantly putting you down every day, nagging you, talking about you, putting you down, that can take a toll on you as well. So any type of emotional abuse, it's not gonna get better. It's that person. It's not you. A lot of times I used to say, is it me? It's not you, it's them. So they got some insecurities on their own, if they got to constantly keep pushing you down. And a man, he got some really low self-esteem. If he got to take his fist or take his hand or want to even raise his hand to hit you, something is wrong with him. It's not you. Have you ever seen him in a fight with a guy before? He'll be like, I'm finna go get a weapon. He's a punk. I say that word literally, a punk. And that's it. If you got some, tell somebody. Tell somebody. I wish I would have told some people in my family, tell somebody, what you going through. If you got any cousins, uncles, whoever, let them know what this person is doing to you. Let them know what they doing to you. Don't be afraid. Sometimes you gotta tell people what somebody is doing to you, because if you don't, like I said, the situation is not gonna get better. Some people have to know what you're going through. Sometimes people don't know. They don't know. How can they help you if they don't know what's going on? Sometimes when you quiet, you like, I'm trying to protect them. Why? How are you trying to protect them? What about yourself? You have to worry about yourself. You can't worry about protecting anybody.